Introduction. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It goes beyond sympathy, as it requires one to put themselves in another person's shoes. Empathy is crucial in parenting as it helps nurture emotional intelligence in children. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, control, and express our emotions in a healthy way. As parents, it's important to model empathy for our children. When we empathize with our children, we create a safe space for them to express their emotions. This helps them develop emotional intelligence, which in turn leads to better decision-making and healthier relationships. Empathy also plays a big role in discipline. When we discipline our children with empathy, we help them understand the consequences of their actions. This helps them learn from their mistakes and develop problem-solving skills. In short, empathy is the key to nurturing emotional intelligence in our children. It's an essential tool for parents to connect with their children and help them navigate their emotions. So let's put ourselves in our children's shoes, and help them develop the emotional intelligence they need to thrive. Building emotional intelligence through empathy. Empathy is a crucial attribute that can go a long way in developing emotional intelligence in children. It's the ability to understand and feel another person's emotions, putting oneself in their shoes. Empathy helps children to be more compassionate and better understand the world around them. One way parents can build emotional intelligence through empathy is by teaching their children to recognize and identify emotions both in themselves and others. Parents can start by talking to their children about various emotions and what they mean. For instance, parents can ask their children to identify when they feel happy, sad, angry, frustrated, fearful, or surprised. Then, parents can show empathy by acknowledging their children's emotions while validating them. Another activity that can help develop empathy in children is role-playing. Role-playing enables children to experience different emotions in a safe and supportive environment. With guidance, children can learn to understand and empathize with others' feelings. For example, a parent can pretend to be upset, and their child can console them. Parents can also encourage their children to read books or watch movies that teach empathy. These stories help children to understand different perspectives, cultures, and emotions. Additionally, parents can practice empathy with their children by showing them how their actions can impact others. In conclusion, building emotional intelligence through empathy is a crucial aspect of parenting. By developing empathy in children, parents can help their children become more compassionate, resilient, and successful adults. Simple activities like role-playing, reading books, and actively listening can go a long way in developing empathy in children. As parents, we must be intentional in nurturing empathy in our children. And this starts with being empathetic ourselves. Empathetic communication with children. Empathetic communication with children. Parents play an essential role in their children's emotional development, and communicating empathy is crucial to building their emotional intelligence. Empathetic communication involves active listening, encouraging emotional expression, and validating children's emotions. Active listening means giving your full attention to your child, maintaining eye contact, and being present in the moment. It's essential to take the time to listen and understand your child's perspective without interruption. Being a good listener means being patient and not rushing the conversation. Encouraging emotional expression means creating a safe space for your child to express their feelings and emotions. It's important to provide a non-judgmental environment where your child feels comfortable sharing their thoughts and feelings. Encouraging your child to talk about their feelings helps them to build emotional intelligence and develop a richer emotional vocabulary. Validating your child's emotions means acknowledging and accepting their feelings. If your child expresses frustration or sadness, empathize with their emotions and offer supportive words. Validating their emotions shows your child that their feelings are important and helps them to build a sense of understanding of their own emotions. It's important to practice empathetic communication regularly and consistently to build on your child's emotional intelligence. Remember that every child is different, and as a parent, your role is to guide and support them on their emotional journey. Managing emotions with empathy. Parenting is a challenging task, and it becomes even harder when it comes to managing children's emotions. Empathy plays a vital role in helping children develop emotional intelligence, which enables them to identify and regulate their emotions. Teaching children to regulate their emotions is essential, but it can be even more effective when accompanied by empathetic discipline. Dealing with challenging behaviors can be tricky, but with empathy, parents can foster a supportive environment for their children. Teaching children to regulate their emotions is a fundamental aspect of parenting. Children often have trouble communicating their emotions, leading to outbursts and temper tantrums. Parents can help their children by teaching them techniques to cope with their emotions. Deep breathing exercises and mindfulness techniques are effective in calming down the mind and settling the emotions. Parents can also teach their children to express their emotions through art, music, or writing. Empathetic discipline is another excellent tool for parents to instill in their children emotional intelligence. It involves listening to the child's perspective, understanding their emotions, and responding in a manner that respects their feelings. For instance, when a child misbehaves, instead of reprimanding them, parents can acknowledge their emotions and work with them to find a solution. This approach to discipline builds trust and fosters open communication between the parent and the child. Dealing with challenging behaviors can be difficult, but empathy can make it easier. Parents can start by understanding the underlying emotions that trigger these behaviors. For instance, if a child is acting out, it could be a sign of anxiety or stress. Parents can help by providing a supportive environment that enables the child to express their feelings and emotions. By using empathy, parents can reduce the number of challenging behaviors and help their children develop better coping mechanisms. In conclusion, using empathy in managing emotions can significantly impact children's emotional development. Teaching children to regulate their emotions, fostering empathetic discipline, and dealing with challenging behaviors are just a few ways that parents can use empathy to help their children. By creating a supportive environment, parents can help their children develop emotional intelligence that will last a lifetime. Nurturing empathy in the family. As parents, we are the primary role models for our children. The way we behave and interact with people around us largely impacts how our children view the world and interact with others. Therefore, modeling empathy as a parent is crucial in nurturing empathy in our children. We can start by practicing active listening, paying attention to our children and showing them that we care about their thoughts and feelings. We should also acknowledge and validate their emotions, letting them know that it is okay to feel what they feel. By doing so, we are teaching them to do the same to others. Creating a culture of empathy at home is also important. We can prioritize empathy by making it a regular part of our conversations and interactions as a family. Encourage your children to share their feelings and thoughts with each other, and offer support when they do. Empowering children to practice empathy beyond the family is the next step. Encourage them to identify situations where empathy is needed, and help them see things from other people's perspectives. Acts of kindness and empathy, no matter how small, can make a huge difference towards creating a more compassionate world. In conclusion, nurturing empathy in the family can have a significant impact on the emotional intelligence of our children. By modeling empathy as parents, creating a culture of empathy at home, and empowering children to practice empathy beyond the family, we can raise kind, compassionate, and emotionally intelligent individuals who will go on to make a positive difference in the world. Conclusion. In this blog, we learned about the importance of empathy in parenting and nurturing emotional intelligence in children. We explored how empathy can be used to build emotional intelligence, improve communication with children, manage emotions, and nurture empathy in the family. Empathy is a crucial ingredient in parenting as it helps to foster emotional regulation, reduce challenging behaviors, improve relationships, and enhance children's overall well-being. It enables parents to connect with their children on a deeper level, understand their needs, and respond appropriately to their emotions. To develop empathy in children, parents can engage in activities that promote perspective-taking, emotional recognition, and compassion. Empathetic communication is another useful tool that parents can use to validate children's emotions, encourage emotional expression, and practice active listening. Parents can also help children to manage their emotions by teaching them emotional regulation skills, using empathetic discipline strategies and dealing with challenging behaviors in an empathetic manner. Finally, to nurture empathy in the family, parents should model empathetic behaviors, create a culture of empathy at home, and empower children to practice empathy beyond the family. In summary, developing empathy in parenting is crucial for fostering emotional intelligence in children. It involves building emotional intelligence, empathetic communication, managing emotions, and nurturing empathy in the family. By practicing these skills, parents can raise emotionally intelligent children who can connect with others, regulate their emotions, and lead fulfilling lives. So let's encourage each other to practice empathy in parenting and watch our children thrive.